Hello, students. Let us begin today's period with this thought. The whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. Students, today we will begin with a new chapter, lesson number 8, How Season Occur, part 2. So, let us begin how season occur. First, let us see what is meant by apparent movement of the sun. The movement of the sun towards the north or south in a year is called the apparent movement of the sun. Now underline these first two lines. The movement of the sun towards the north or south in a year is called the apparent movement of the sun. Now before going through this lesson, let us first understand what is apparent. The meaning of apparent is seen by eyes or what is appearing to the eyes. जे आपल्याला दिसतं. सो इट मे बी ट्रू और इट मे नॉट बी ट्रू, बट वी कॅन सी इट. डोळ्यांनी आपल्याला तसं दिसतंय. सो द पोझिशन ऑफ द रायझिंग सन कीप्स ऑन मुव्हिंग टुवर्ड्स द साऊथ in the period from 21st June to 22nd December. This period is called Dakshinayan because Dakshin means south. So it appears that the position of sun is slightly moving towards the south. Now from 22nd December to 21st June, the sun keeps on moving towards the north. This period is called Uttarayan. That means the apparent view means it seems to our eyes that the sun position is moving towards the north. The revolution of earth around the sun and the tilted axis of the earth are the factors responsible for the apparent movement of the sun. So we know very well that sun doesn't move. On the other hand, earth revolves round the sun and also on its axis. So what appears to our eyes, the movement of the sun towards the south or towards the north, it is just seen by our eyes. We feel it. Actually sun is not moving. This effect is because of the tilted position of the earth on its axis and also the revolution of the earth around the sun. Season occur only with reference to the north and the southern hemisphere. Now always remember page 46. This year you will study the apparent motion of the sun in your science textbook as well. In that book, the sun's east-west motion from sunrise to sunset, that is its diurnal apparent motion, is also considered. Now diurnal means day. Now even if we consider one day, we feel that sun is rising from one direction and setting at the other direction, east west. So actually sun is not moving, but the earth is rotating on its axis and the revolution. In geography, we consider the apparent north south movement of the sun. In both the motions, the sun only appears to move and does not actually move. The diurnal apparent movement of the sun is related to the rotation of the earth, whereas its annual apparent movement is related to revolution of the earth and the tilted position of the earth on the axis. So in geography we will deal only with the apparent movement of the sun related to revolution. So let's have a look at this figure and try to understand how the apparent movement appears. Now in the first figure, sun is rising in the east here and slowly it is moving towards the west. So actually sun is not moving anywhere. Sun is steady, but the earth is moving. But it appears, if we are standing here, it will appear that from one end to another end the sun is moving. Accordingly, the shadow of the tree will be seen. In the second picture you can see it is moving towards the north now. So the shadow you can see how it is cast. Then moving further, here in the third picture you can see it is moving towards the west. So how the shadow is cast, and in the last picture it is setting in the west. So accordingly the shadow of the tree is cast. So the shadow is also appears to be moving and the movement of the sun. But everybody knows that sun doesn't move, rather earth moves, revolves around the sun, and that's why we see this apparent movement of the sun. Now let us see what is perihelion and aphelion position of the earth. Page number 47. The path of the revolution of the earth around the sun is elliptical. So you know very well, in this figure you can see the earth's orbit. It is not circular but it is elliptical, ellipse, andakruti. The sun is at one of the two centers of the ellipse. So here when we consider the sun in between, so either it is from aphelion and perihelion, it is in the center of this ellipse. The sun does not change the position. As the earth moves in an ellipse, its distance from the sun does not remain same. So obviously when it is elliptical, it is moving in this way, so the distance from the earth, it varies. It is at its minimum distance in the first week of January. It is called perihelion. Here it is closer, as we have seen in the previous chapter, peregrine and apogee. Similarly here perihelion means closer, and it is in the first week of January, and it is moving in this way. The orbital path, elliptical is the orbital path of the earth. So when it is at this end, so it is nearby, it is called perihelion. In this position, the southern end of the axis is towards the sun. So this you can see the earth, further I will show you in detail, it is towards the sun. As against this, the first week of July, the earth is farthest point from the sun, so it is far away, it is called aphelion. So here the earth is very very far away from the sun. This is called aphelion position. In this position, the northern end of the axis, that means this part, is towards the sun. Let us try to understand it with the diagram. Now here this is the elliptical orbit of earth, revolution around the sun. So you know that earth is revolving. Similarly, it is also rotating on its axis. When we talk about axis of the earth is not having the perpendicular axis, it is not straight. Rather, this orange line you can see, this is the axis of earth. The position of earth is tilted. This is north pole and this is south pole. So in this tilted manner, it is rotating and also revolving around the sun. Got it? Now if we consider here this position of the earth, now it is tilted in this way. We will just look at this axis, the line which I have drawn, orange color. So it is rotating on this axis, and this line is it is the equator. Now when at this position, that means in perihelion, it is closer to the sun. So at this position, the sun rays are directly falling in the southern part of the axis. So this is the axis and it is falling on the southern part, that means southern hemisphere as compared to northern hemisphere. Then while revolving, when the earth comes at this position, here the equator is shown and the sun rays are perpendicular to the equator. After revolution, after completion, it comes slowly here at the month of June. So here the position of earth is in this way, this is the axis. So at this time, here the sun rays falls more on the northern hemisphere, the north part of the axis, and here again in this position, this is the axis. So now first let us just consider these two positions. The first is perihelion, when the earth is closer to the sun, and second is aphelion, when it is farthest away from the sun. So when it is far away, the northern part of the axis is towards the sun, and when it is in the closer position, that is perihelion, the southern part of the axis is towards the sun. So students, go through the textbook, read till perihelion and aphelion position of the earth. Thank you.